Hey folks, John Master Lee here. So Lynette and I recently went to a park. We just wanted to go and take Yoshi for a walk, spend some time outdoors. It's a beautiful time of year. The weather's warm here in California. Sorry the rest of the world, but California is always nice. Well, not quite. You see, we've been suffering a drought, a pretty bad one. It's been all over the news. You got images like this, maps that show how dark red all of California is. I kind of want to see it for myself, and this is what we saw. Now this particular lake here, you can already see the devastating impact that the drought has had on it. Everything I'm walking on right here used to be the lake bed. There are shells everywhere. All this stuff that you see growing here is some of the vegetation that used to be underwater. We hear the news program talk about how there's only about a year's supply of water left, and while that may be a bit of an exaggeration, it really doesn't matter. The reality is that water supply is diminishing fast. There is no sign of how it's going to be replenished, and a lot of the habits that we have in terms of the way we use water really isn't changing fast enough. That combination is going to result in hell on earth here in California. And that's just it, right? California is actually really one vast desert-like experience. People think that's very lush. Beyond the coastal plains, that's really not the case. We just happen to have many decades of really beautiful, lush weather that makes everything green. Thus, we build up the habit of wasting a lot of water. So the real California is now rearing its head, and it's not pretty. It's very dry. We're having long periods of drought that is not getting better. What matters right now is what are we going to do about it? Now, I'm not advocating that you don't shower. The last thing you want to do is convince yourself that 40 squirts of Axe body spray is going to cover up that stench. It ain't happening. Ultimately, when it comes down to dealing with crisis like this, everyone's got to chip in.